I hope you're having a good day today. I hope you have nothing but good health, good fortune, a positive mindset, and a good vision for the future. If you want to be able to pull yourself out of a pit where you're not doing what you're supposed to do or what you want to do, sometimes you should do it without the expectation of an outcome. And sometimes it's about relieving the pressure you have from yourself. The expectation that you're going to perform something optimally every time needs to be something that's going to be an afterthought, right? You can't chase perfection. You can only chase progress. If you're creative and you have something you want to accomplish in like a creative field, sometimes you just got to turn the camera on. Sometimes you just got to take the paintbrush out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to do things for the sake of doing them instead of trying to do them for a specific result, because you're going to be put in a position where you've already started, so you might as well get something out of it. And the idea that you have to do things perfectly is what's stopping you or holding you back from being able to start in the first place. Let's say you paint professionally and you have a deadline for a project or something that's coming up. When you go to paint, right, you're going to realize like, okay, I'm painting, but I don't feel like doing it, because now that painting is no longer about passion. It's about results. It's about outcomes, right? You've basically made something that you care about your job. When you take away the ability to do things for fun, right, you become a slave to the thing that you used to do for fun. If you do something that you enjoy, you don't always have to make it a competitive thing, because now you go from enjoying it for the sake of enjoying it to being obligated to perform for a certain result or outcome. And that feeling, those two experiences are way different. Go back to the roots is what I'm trying to say. Like, go back to the original purpose behind why you started. That's going to help you to kind of motivate yourself to start getting the ball rolling so that you can keep doing it, right? And it's okay to, especially if you don't have any deadlines on you, it's okay to take the breaks that you need to in order to kind of fuel that fire again, to be able to dig back into your creative roots. Let's say you play basketball, right? Or you play soccer. I don't think I can say soccer. I think I should say football. The one where you kick the ball. You know what I'm saying? The UK, people from the UK, they get mad if you say soccer. They're like, oh, it's blasphemy. You got to call it football, mate. But let's say that's your sport, right? And you're playing it and you do it for fun, whatever, but you're pretty good at it. So you decide to go competitive. And now you got to show up to practice every morning. And then you got to, you got to start conditioning training, and you got to start doing the skills training, and you got to commit so much more of yourself to it. What started off as something that you did for fun and was pleasurable has now become basically your second job. And there might be days where you don't feel like showing up anymore because it feels like an obligation. And if you want to kind of re-stoke that flame that started you in the first place, it's useful if you just go back to just doing it for fun. You know what I mean? Like, have a weekend where you just play and there's no skill building. You don't need to perform. You don't need to show out. You don't need to be at a top level. Give yourself that grace. If you have the luxury of being able to do that, it'll really just help put things into perspective and help you see that, okay, this is why I started in the first place. This is what I enjoy to do. This is what I enjoy doing. If there's something you enjoy doing, don't be a slave to it, because you'll be a slave to a lot of other things in life. But if it's something that you have direct control over, don't let it overrun you. Don't let it control you. Let yourself be in charge of your creative outlet, because there are very few things in life that you have full control over, but you do have control over the decisions and your perspectives. And if you ruin something that was originally good for you by making it something serious, you might regret it in the future. Yeah, that's the message. So watch this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow.